Authentic, fun, relatable, and slightly provocative. Just another hang with your besties. It's CK Mornings and the In Case You Missed It podcast.
I've got a story here, but before we get into it, I just want to make sure that we're all adults here, right?
I'll be an adult if you need me to.
Please. It's the early listening club, right? We can talk open and freely, right?
Yeah.
And nobody ever reports back to the boss. We're just,
We're freewheeling it. It's our little secret right
Exactly. So there's a story out about paleontologists, and they have been trying to figure out for years how to differentiate between male and female dinosaurs based on their fossils. So they'll find these bones, but, they're unsure of if it's a male or a female. But some new research has brought scientists closer to identifying the sex of one group of dinosaur, the Hadrosaurs. The hadrosaurs, also known as the duck-billed dinosaur, were common during the late Cretaceous period. I hope I get that right. And the bones of these herbivores have been found across multiple continents, all over the place. Some of these fossils show evidence of healing from traumatic bone injuries, all in the same location, on their vertebrae, just past the base of the tail.
Okay.
So they believe that these are all female dinosaurs.
Oh.
And they believe that those bone injuries are from mating. So you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Lower back injuries. And they believe it's come from mating with other hadrosaurs.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
The old duck-billed dinosaurs getting her done.
Yeah. Good old-fashioned bone injury.
Exactly. They say that they could indicate which fossils belong to female hadrosaurs, and this is a real breakthrough in the paleontologist dinosaur community.
Well, in all seriousness, it is a fairly interesting, creative way to identify them.
Yeah, I was wondering which scientist put his hand up with that idea. Do you think they were all like, "Man, all the lower backs have vertebrae issues and broken bones"? And then there's one dinosaur scientist in the corner is like, do I say it? Do I look like a perv? Like, how do I say maybe they're all females from mating? Who was the pig that came up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because in the end, it's all science, right? It's all
science. I don't think there's any bad theories in science, Don't say you got to be a little silly in science and you break through.
Throw something up against the wall.
Whoever the pervert was, he solved a big issue, though. Sometimes it pays.
Old Dr. Larry over there in the corner.
It's like,
yeah, I came up with that one.
Call me a duck-billed dinosaur.
They did carry out multiple simulations to see if the injuries could have been sustained through other activities, like accidentally stepping on each other's tails, muscular strain during motion, maybe flight.
It sounds like excuses you make up.
It's exactly. Larry probably was like, we can try other things, but I'm pretty sure I know what's from. And they did, and they said none of those scenarios would have consistently produced the injuries seen in these fossils. And it's quite consistent in the one set of bones, and they believe that those were the females because of the way that the male would mate with the female.
Okay. I'm interested in these simulations they did. What did that look
like? Larry wants your number now.
Lord, I've seen what you've done for others.
Remember just last year we told you about that museum volunteer that threw away the piece of art that was a couple of beer cans because they thought it was like somebody had left their beer cans behind, some crushed beer cans.
Okay, ringing a bell.
Yeah, it turned out it was a priceless piece of art, and they threw it away. That's happened again. Somebody made a mistake. And again, it was volunteer. Just there, volunteering their time, trying to do well. At a museum in Taiwan, there was a priceless piece of art, and a volunteer ruined it. Titled Inverted Syntax 16. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big art guy, so this kind of goes over my head. The artwork consisted of a dust-covered mirror mounted on a simple wooden board with a smudge in the center. And it represented the cultural awareness of middle-class society. That's what I would have thought anyway.
I don't know. I don't make fun of art because I don't get it. But sometimes I feel like you could do anything and be like, it represents this, duh.
Well, that's basically what it was. It was a mirror covered in dust. 40 years of dust. And it was integral to the piece of the artwork was the dust. It had never been touched. Guess what happened?
Someone dusted it.
Yeah. A volunteer came by with a piece of toilet paper, of all things, and dusted it off. I'll help.
That's the worst, too, when you think you're helping, and then you end up making it way worse.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do something like that clear sign, do not dust.
Well, like, you would think...
That's their job.
Tell your volunteers, like, don't touch that piece of art.
Yeah, but their job's that's probably a big part of it is to dust the displays and their artwork. How do they know someone's been collecting dust for 40 years?
40 years, I haven't had a good volunteer like me. Here I am. I'm here to help. Starts dusting it with a piece of toilet paper, no less. And now it's just a mirror. It's a clean mirror now. That's nothing. That's not what they wanted.
I'm just looking at it up. Okay, they even have a before and after picture. And I know that person was cleaning it thinking, no one else cleans anything in here. I gotta do everything.
Volunteer of the year right here. Look at me.
I feel bad for the person who did it.
There's always one volunteer out of things that's always trying to do too much, eh?
Yeah. Like,
There's just one that's like king volunteer.
Just a busybody who's gonna, yeah, king volunteer. It's so true, though. Mother Goose has to take on everything for everyone.
And they're just like, hey, easy, put the piece of toilet paper down. You don't have to go crazy here. And that's what they did. And now it's ruined. Wow. Well, you would think if it was such an integral, priceless piece of art, was there not people looking at it and thinking, don't touch that thing? Or why would you let a volunteer just wander around to it, right?
I don't know.
Keep the volunteers away from there.
Like I said, I assume a big part of their job is because there's a lot of things that need to be dusted and cleaned, probably. Yeah. That's a big thing of art, is cleaning it and making sure it's good. But this was the one piece that wasn't supposed to be clean. How does he know?
That's true. Remember yesterday we caught our co-op student, our little volunteer around here, cleaning the vehicles. I'm like, whoa. That dust there has collected for 23 years.
Priceless.
That's Marconi put that there when he invented the radio. Don't be dusting that off. King volunteer doing their thing. Priceless, gone.
Gone.
It's out the window. Now you got to go see the clean mirror.
Not the same.
What a waste, Ed. Saturday Night Live has released some more of their hosts coming up. So we know now that Ariana Grande will host the season finale of SNL December 20th.
I'm excited with Cher, I believe, correct?
Yeah, with Cher, her musical guest, and it will only be the second time that Cher has been the musical guest on SNL. Only the second time for Cher?
Yeah, and I heard
wild.
I think it's been a while, like the 80s was the last time.
1987. It's the first time in 40 years, or almost 40 years, since she'll appear. That's pretty wild. She did perform as part of the 50th anniversary celebrations, but she wasn't technically a musical guest on SNL.
Okay.
So Melissa McCarthy, we know, is going to host the first one in December 6th. December 13th will be Josh O'Connor. I'm not sure who that name is from Knives Out movie. Do you know that one name?
No.
Okay, so he'll host on the 13th, and then the 20th will be the season finale for SNL and Ariana Grande, who will be outstanding because she does her impressions, and she does a great impression
really
of Cher,
good,
too,
yeah.
right? So then I got thinking, I'm like, do hosts get to pick the musical guest? Because that would also lead to, like, random musical guests sometimes. Because, you know, everyone's musical tastes. So I looked it up here. No, they don't get to. Because a lot of times the musical guests are based on popularity at the time. So they get the biggest names, right? But they have in the past paired up. Like, Justin Timberlake was the guest when Jimmy Fallon hosted.
And they're boys.
A pair. And they have worked together for that. But a host may suggest a performer, but it's still left up to Lorne Michaels. He's the guy that makes the final decision. Because I thought that's an interesting pairing. Like, Cher's a legend, but she's not, like, the most popular right now, right?
Yeah.
But I thought maybe Ariana was like, hey, I want Cher to be the musical guest. I didn't know what kind of pull they had as hosts.
Okay, so they don't have much pull, really, is what you're saying?
Nah.
No?
I guess it depends on how much weight you're swinging in Hollywood anyway.
Yeah, I guess if you're big enough, you could probably put a bug in Lauren's ear.
Like, if you're the biggest star in the world, you're like, I want Raffi. Lorne Michaels like, Raffi? And he's like, yeah. Otherwise, I ain't doing SNL.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I wonder.
Because, it would be very... Because in my brain, I got deep into a SNL Google search this morning of over what kind of pull the hosts have. And it's not a whole lot. But again, if you're big time, then you got more pull than, you know, some of the B-listers that roll up.
No, that is a good point. Like, if you're Taylor Swift or whatever, you're a biggest star in the world, you're like, I'm not doing it unless it's whatever.
Sharon Lois and Bram.
Yeah. I want Lamb Chop to come.
Lamb Chop.
Then they might be a little bit more lenient.
But tell me you wouldn't watch. I'd be like, okay, I got to see Raffi on SNL.
1,000%.
Someone's got to pull their weight one time.
Use it for good.
Yeah. Ariana Grande's got Cher. I think that's going to be a great one.
Yeah,
December
I think that's
20th.
a good matchup, yeah.
Was this nonsense cooked up in the sweaty swamps of Florida? Or did it somehow happen somewhere even weirder? Welcome to Florida or Bust.
Indeed, Allanah, you gotta tell me, did this happen in Florida or did this happen somewhere else? Here's your first headline. Man hides in porta potty after stealing car and attacking worker. This guy had a lot going on that day. Not a good day for him. Man hides in a porta potty after stealing car and attacking a worker. Florida or bust in this one?
I'm going to say bust.
Bust. Oh, that's not going to be it. I don't even know where your buzz
Florida?
is. Yeah. Come on. There you go. Make it official. Florida man was arrested after he stole a vehicle near a construction site. A construction worker told police that he noticed the man emerge from a nearby beach wearing only sweatpants. He was trespassing. So he said, "Hey, bro, you can't be here." And he said, whatever, and then stole a car. Police tracked him down on another property, and he hid inside a porta potty where he removed his pants. Now, I'm not sure if he got in the porta potty or if he was just in the porta potty. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When police arrived, he burst out of the toilet wielding 2 wooden stakes,
Wow.
attempted to flee on foot. They used the taser. They found his gray sweatpants inside. They're like, "You're the dude. You're the guy. We gotcha." A fight over a Thanksgiving turkey erupted into gunfire. Florida or bust on this one?
Got to give this one to Florida.
Oh, no. North Carolina, very close. 2 idiots, North Carolina, facing charges after a fight over a Thanksgiving turkey last week. A 64-year-old and a 55-year-old both shopping at a store in North Carolina. One of them got into it with an employee over the price of a turkey. They had a deal where you could get one for 29 cents a pound, but you had to spend $35 first. One of them didn't understand the deal, got lippy with the female cashier, so the other one said, "Hey, yo, bro, ease up." And then there's a video of him pulling out a gun. They both left the store, and guess what? The other one also had a gun.
Of course.
So now it was a gunfight at the old K Corral, and they got into it in the parking lot. Everybody's alive. Nobody died, but
Wow.
yeah, that's what happens. North Carolina.
Don't get lippy, yeah.
Florida bus. Distracted driver was relieving himself at a beer can. Distracted driver was busy being distracted peeing in a beer can.
Okay.
Florida bus.
Florida.
Oh,
Jeez.
Montana. Got a DUI after he crashed into another car while trying to whiz into an empty Bud can. When police arrived, the driver explained that he rear-ended the vehicle because he was attempting to urinate into a beer can while driving. That's a problem. They checked into his driver history. He's got a long list of issues.
Oh,
So,
really?
Cuffed and stuffed, yeah. Like those beer can holes are not that. Like you gotta be dead-eye dick, really, to go. Like,
Yeah.
truly.
You need some precision.
You got to be a marksman to make that happen. All right, last headline. Man charged with smuggling heavily sedated parakeets in his pants. Man charged with smuggling heavily sedated parakeets in his pants.
Parakeet a bird?
Yes, in his
I
underwear
haven't
to be exact.
I haven't
okay?
gotten one right. I'm sorry. I'm saying Florida again.
No,
Give
you're
me Florida.
horrible today at this game. A guy with a suspicious bulge was caught trying to smuggle 2 parakeets in from Mexico, hid him in his underwear. The birds, an endangered species native to Mexico, were found in October, apparently unconscious but breathing, heavily sedated. He put them into brown paper bags and put them in his underwear. Customs officials questioned him a number of times about the bulge in his pants, and he said, no, that's my... However, when they took a closer look, they realized it was just a couple parakeets.
Yeah, you wish, bud.
Wild headlines from every unhinged corner of the world. Florida or bust.
I might need you to do a digital detox for me again.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Well, I'm just so frustrated. Well, yesterday we were talking about all the stuff. We were out and about doing stuff.
Yeah.
We had stuff I wanted to film for social media. I don't get 2 steps into our first stop. My phone storage. I can't even take a single picture because my phone storage was full. I was feverishly deleting things on the spot. I'm like, I don't care at this point. I'll just delete everything. So I deleted a bunch of stuff, but you can delete it. It doesn't really delete. You can recover it. But I'm like, maybe this will free up space. I was trying to delete songs, like going nuts because I had no time. I'm like, I got to delete stuff.
Yeah, we were in the middle of things.
I was in the middle of things. I was trying to work, and I feel like I dropped the ball because I had no phone storage, and then I had to start begging other people to take photos for me.
Well, here's the
because
thing.
I had nothing.
As soon as you told me to do it, I'm almost full. Look at mine. Yeah. Gasp. Hey? My storage is full.
49 out of 50 gigabytes or whatever.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I'm looking at mine here. Okay, so you have 50 gigabytes. I have 128 gigabytes.
How do I only have 50?
Well, it depends what your phone storage is. My iPhone storage is 128. I paid for extra because I knew I needed it, but apparently I need more. 128 gigabytes, and I was like 127. So I sat last night and I was trying to delete stuff, but it shows you exactly like what you have. So it's obviously
what's eating up space, yeah.
45,000 photos I have. I have 2,200 videos. I got 56 apps.
Well, wait, if we go out and we do
I
something
got
and you film
1,600
it,
songs.
like, why don't you delete our stuff? Like, you don't need to keep that stuff.
I do, but I don't do it until I need to. Like last night I sat and I forced myself. I'm like, sit and skim through and delete stuff. But I don't go. I almost need to nightly clean out my phone storage.
Wow.
I'm surprised you don't get notifications.
Oh, I get constantly.
Do you?
Constantly. And I'm like, I'm fighting against paying the extra $3.99 a month.
No, do it. It's the best.
No, because here's the thing.
Well,
$3.99 doesn't seem like a lot, but like everything else is up $3.99, and that $3.99 becomes $8.99, $10.99. Like at some point, I got to stop it. I'm doing my best to not have to pay for it. But it's also telling me that I can't back up my phone, which really bothers me.
I've been getting that too. It's been 2 weeks since you backed. We're on the same boat right now. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
What's eating up all your storage then? Because you don't take that many photos.
Selfies.
Oh, gym bro selfies?
Gym bro
yeah?
selfies.
So what it is?
No, here, what am I almost... It's you know what it is? It's a lot of my contacts too, and I had to go through my emails. I had a lot of notes that I kept too. Like when I meet a client, I usually write the notes in my notes app. So I just had to get rid of that too.
Yeah, mine's my photos, 20 gigabytes. I don't totally get it. Like, I know technology, but not that much. Because my iPhone storage is almost full, but I pay $3.99 a month for iCloud storage. But I'm like, what the heck's iCloud storage? Like, what's the difference? I don't know where anything's going. I don't know.
They got us, Allanah.
I don't know what's happening. Because I'm like, I pay for extra storage. Is that different from iPhone storage? I'm not sure.
I don't know. They got us.
So then I was so mad at myself. I'm like, you dropped the ball because you take so many photos of nothing.
You know what we need to do?
Duplicate photos.
We need to buy a phone, a third phone for the show, like a baby phone, like a son or daughter phone that we have that you get to take on weekends. I get every other weekend.
I like the idea of that. My phone's the mom. Your
Yes.
phone's... I love
The
pretending
dad phone.
things are like mom and dad and baby. You know what I mean? And then we have the little baby phone.
Yeah, but then we're separated, so we have to like share. Like,
And then we have to
time with
meet
it.
awkwardly on the weekends.
Yes, and hand over the phone, right?
Yeah,
in
and
a
be like,
public
"Here."
place. Yeah, here.
And don't bring your new wife.
Tell me what we're doing here.
Are you texting?
Just answer the question.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Ooh, maybe that's your answer.
I got some TXT Line Tea. Came in Friday afternoon, so we got to see what your thoughts are on this one. Don't say my name. My work buddy and I have flirted for months, but we were never available at the same time. Finally, last month, we decided to hang out outside of work. This guy is an attractive guy, well-dressed, good manners, respectful, all the things. But once we hung out outside of work, he's none of those things. His apartment is messy. He wears dirty old track pants all the time. Dirty kitty litter stinks up the house. Kind of rude. My work crush is living a life of lies. Help. It's interesting. Interesting when you see somebody outside of work.
I think it's a whole phenomenon of workplace proximity hotness. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's people you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, then you're stuck around them all day, and suddenly they're not looking so bad.
You're like a work 9 in real life 6.
Yeah, this is what happens.
Right? You're like, oh, that person in the real world is not attractive.
Yeah, then this is the danger of it, because now you've seen them for what they really are.
Let's be honest. Look around here. The gene pool is very shallow. So when you look around and you're like, wow, he's pretty attractive. And it's, I'm Blackburn attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah? When you get out into Chatham-Kent attractiveness, it dwindles a little bit, okay? You see me in the daylight. I'm just using me as an example. I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to agree with that. What do you think about this one? 519-354-8684. What do you just cut it short then, right? Like, you're going to have to deal with real life, dude, outside of these walls, right? Like more often than you have to deal with him inside.
I know. It's so hard, though. I know the next day they probably came in. He probably came in. He was probably looking really good in the office,
Yeah.
though. And she's like, I could get over. I could deal with a messy kid or whatever.
Oh, yeah. We've seen it. You run into people outside of work and you're like, and they say, hey, how are you? And you don't know where for a second because you've got to adjust your eyes to the outside of work look they're sporting.
And it's shocking how different some people look outside
Yeah.
of work.
And you're like, you're wearing that, eh? Huh. I never thought I would see you in a muscle shirt. I would see you in work with like a tie on all the time. So what do you do? There's no making this work, is there?
I guess if there's enough deal breakers outside the office walls, I don't know. Maybe just having a work crush is so fun, though. Maybe just like
makes it
keep
worth going into work.
Yeah, it makes you want to clock in the morning sometimes. Maybe just go to work and keep it as a little flirty work crush.
You might have crossed the line, though, going over there already. What do you think? My work buddy and I have flirted for months, but we were never available at the same time. Finally, it looks like we're available. This guy's an attractive guy, well-dressed, good manners, respectful, all the things. But once we hung out outside of work, he's none of those things. Apartment's messy, wears dirty old track pants all the time. Dirty kitty litter stinks up the house and kind of rude. What do you do? Work crush is living a life of lies. Is there something there?
Tell me what we're doing here.
Are you texting? Just answer the question.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Ooh, maybe that's your answer.
Tuesday morning, we got some text line tea. This rolled in on the text lines late last week. We're throwing it out there today to get your thoughts on this one. She says, don't say my name. She wants to remain anonymous. My work buddy and I have flirted for months, but we are never available at the same time. Finally, we are, and last month we decided to hang out outside of work. This guy, let me tell you, is an attractive guy, well-dressed, good manners, respectful, all the things. But once we hung out outside of work, he's none of those things. His apartment is messy. He wears dirty old track pants all the time. Dirty kitty litter smells up the house, and he's kind of rude. My work crush is living a life of lies. We were talking about seeing somebody outside of work and seeing them in their natural habitat. It's
jarring sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'll tell you right now, I look good. You see me at home, I look better.
Okay, I was going to say, I think I look better outside of work.
Yeah, I ain't dressing up for you people. No, I've seen this, though. We've had coworkers that we've come in on Monday. We're like, hey, did you see so-and-so? Outside of work? That's a whole different person.
Yeah, sometimes it's not good or bad. It's just very different. Which makes sense. Like, you're going to come to work in your best behavior or whatever. Right? So you see them on their casual wear, and it's just jarring.
So she wants to know. She wants to know what we should do with this one. It's kind of like our Friday red flag situation. Mm-hmm. We have Ashley who says red flag. Thank God she gets to see it now. That's true. So what does she do here? Does she let this this little crush that they've kind of explored a little bit? Does she let it go, or is she like, yeah, we're done?
Matt says, get him fired. Problem solved.
Fired.
I like the way you think, Matt. Doug says, if he's a different person than what you hoped for, things will be even worse. It's only going to go downhill from there. Crystal says, people don't change. The real him is his home life. Enjoy the crush, but don't do another date. Yeah, just some office flirting. Do not go outside of those office walls. Sherry says, I don't think you will see him the same again. Tell him it makes the relationship difficult when you work together. Casual is okay, but he should be trying to impress you at the beginning. That's a good point.
What if he says, I'll get another job for you? Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no. No. No, it's fine. I think it's better the way we left it.
Yeah. Tammy says, run.
Yeah. I think you have to. That's the real him.
It's hard though. And what do you say though? I guess it depends how serious, what the date was like or whatever.
We all put on a facade at work though, right?
I think what you see. I've had opposite. I've had people say, I'm used to seeing you in sweatpants at work and see you all dressed up outside of work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were here. Remember someone came in and they said they saw me at a gala or whatever, and they said, oh, you clean up nice. I'm not used to seeing you.
Wait a minute. They're saying that you look like a slob at work?
I guess so. I think that's key, though.
That's the opposite of this whole story.
Opposite catfish.
Yeah. What if they like you as a slob at work, and then they see Allanah outside of work and like, I can't handle this girl. She's too much.
Well, baby, I'm a little bit of everything.
Another road trip yesterday. We went out, we talked about our Smile Cookie trip yesterday. We haven't really touched on the second part of our road trip. Hanging out outside of work, we went to Peeters Mushrooms.
Peeters Mushroom Farm.
Which is, there's two locations. We went to the Blenheim location just off the Biznet and went out there and met with Erica and Mandy yesterday, who met us at the front door. We arrived like a whirling dervish. Like we walked in just like we walked into Tim Hortons. Like, we're too much. I think we got to ease up on our entrances.
Yeah, we really need to calm down.
We don't get out of the studio much. So we walked in and they have like helmets that say visitor, like hard hats, and then like lab coats. So we assume that we need to put those on. They never told us we needed to, but we did. We slapped that stuff on. We were all excited for a game of dress up and got to meet Erica and Mandy.
I think that's what it was. I just wanted to dress up in a different uniform.
I am, and I said this many times yesterday, I'm a kid born and raised in Chatham-Kent. I knows nothing about farming. I am so out of the loop with that. It's never been in my family. We've never lived in a farm. I've spent very little time in a farm. But this mushroom farm, I said, so where do you, is it too cold to grow them? They're like, we grow them inside.
Yeah, we had no idea what the operation was. And even we Google mapped it before we went, and we're both like, wow, that's a big place.
Yeah. So we got there. It was quite the setup. It is really interesting how this all comes together and works. They make mushrooms for grocery stores all over Ontario, out east, Costco.
Yeah, Costco was the one that was really interesting to me. And just hearing how the grocery stores, they got to be pristine. Like the mushrooms have to be absolutely perfect. So they got to make sure they're perfect. And watching, they had the workers there actually working while we were just lollygagging around, but picking the mushrooms. And it's a nonstop operation. Like these mushrooms, what did they say it grows? Like twice?
They double in size in 24 hours?
Yeah, so they have to be like, they can't mess up at all. Like they got to watch these mushrooms or they'll overgrow or whatever. Like it's crazy.
This all started, let's go back a couple weeks. You said on there you hated mushrooms.
I think it was something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Mayor Caniff was on with us and said he had met Erica from Peeters Mushrooms, and you got to talk to Erica. And then Erica literally texted us at that moment. And so we've been talking to her on the text lines back and forth, yada, 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 bing, bang, boom, boom, pop, pop. And there we are. We're over at Peeters Mushrooms. That's where we got visited yesterday. We went through the whole process.
Yes, Erica and Mandy were our tour guides. They were nice enough to invite us, but also tour us around. And they were good tour guides because they were literally teaching us every single thing. Like it was always, it was interesting too how they don't waste anything. Like everything kind of gets used. And yeah, from start to finish, pretty much watching them grow the mushrooms to packaging them and getting ready to ship them out.
We were then. Thank you very much. I got a 5-pound box of mushrooms. We're having a roast tonight.
Okay, I'm excited to talk about this. I've been talking with Erica a little bit this morning. So I have said I do not like mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom person, but they were nice enough to offer me. You got the white mushrooms, right?
Yep.
I got Erica recommended the portobellos.
Yep.
She said they're a good meat replacement. So I told her, I promised, I said I'm going to try a recipe because she gave me some cookbooks as well. I'm not good at food pictures, but I ended up making it like a ground beef. Like I kind of crumbled it and sauteed it, and I made a taco bowl with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very good. So I think I'm going to try a different recipe today.
So your thoughts on mushrooms after visiting the mushroom farm?
It was pretty good, like especially when you cook it a certain way or whatever. It takes on the flavor profile of whatever you give it. So it was great in the salad. I very much enjoyed it.
Let me tell you, the way you kept touching the mushrooms was a little awkward yesterday. You kept petting them.
They're very oddly satisfying. They're very smooth. Like they're an interesting, and they're kind of like mushy. Like they're very interesting texture.
I would look over my shoulder and Allanah would just be petting her mushrooms. Like, it's an interesting. We've got a video up on our social media. You can have a look at the whole visit yesterday. 94.3 CKSY. And thanks to Mandy and Erica who had us out yesterday and showed us around.
I am swimming in riches right now, and you don't even know it. Not money though.
Not those kind of riches.
I'll put the caveat out there, not money. So you might remember, about a month ago, I did that thing where I got an Etsy reading off, I got a reading off Etsy of what my soulmate is supposedly going to look like. A sketch.
Yeah. A sketch of your soul. Have you met this man?
No, that's not the riches I'm talking about either. I'm not rich in money or love, but, so I talked about that. I paid a psychic on Etsy a couple bucks to draw my soulmate and do a reading. So I also made a video about it. I posted it on my TikTok. It did good. Like people were commenting, I'm going to try this. A lot of people want to find their soulmate.
Oh, really?
So they're like, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. So many people were commenting they're going to try it. I'm like, okay. Some people were commenting that they tried it and they never heard back from the woman and they got scammed. And I was like, uh-oh. I'm like, well, I don't know what to help you there.
Is that where you got your riches? Were you part of the scam?
seedy underground soulmate sketch. So I kind of just left it. That was about a month ago. I wake up in the middle of the night from a message from the Etsy psychic.
Oh.
She said, I just saw your video. I'm so grateful. I was wondering why so many people were telling me we've booked it because of a video. I'm sorry a few people commented and said they were scammed. The amount of purchases that were coming in a few days were more than what we usually work on.
Really?
Then she says, if you have, I'd like to gift you any follow-up readings as a thank you. Anytime, feel free to ask for our tarot or psychic readings. If you need any solutions or situations that arise.
Oh, wow.
Not a one-time gift. You can treat it as a subscription.
Oh, look at this.
So if anyone needs any guidance or answers from an Etsy psychic, I'm swimming in them. But I'm bad, though, because I don't like taking advantage of things like that.
Why not?
But I'm like, if you want.
You just help this woman with her business. You get a little kickback on that.
I will ask a question every day. Imagine having that
Well,
in
like-
the palm of your hand.
Well, what's the freedom on this? This is...
Anytime I want. She said if I want
Anytime?
a reading or a
gonna
tarot.
you could push a little too far, I think,
She
though.
doesn't know who she's talking to. Because
Yeah.
I need a lot of guidance. I have a lot of questions I want answered at any given time. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
If you think of any you need.
We could all put it all into one.
I'm not crazy about how she kept saying we. I'm like, I thought it was just you.
No,
You got
no, it's a whole...
You got a whole operation there of
Psychics.
psychic
Nothing
network.
but crystal balls in that room.
I bet it sounds like they're bustling here. I overwhelmed their system though.
How many views did the video get? Did it get that many? Like,
It got like
Did they-
25,000.
oh, no big deal. That's a lot. So how many people would have, like, flooded their whole system?
I don't know. So yeah, this one got just under 25,000. About 68 comments from people saying that they were gonna do it, and I never know because people comment. Oh, and then I did another one. Oh, it was probably this one. This one got 108,000 with 63 comments.
Well, give us your TikTok so people can go see it.
Will's Allanah.
Well, don't sell it better than
No,
that.
I get embarrassed.
Will's Allanah is what it is. If track it down, you do a great job on your TikTok.
I
But
am-
like, if she was overwhelmed with the number of
Well, I didn't know because a lot of
comments.
people commented, "I'm going to try this," but I just figure everyone online's lying.
my thing is,
I
if
like
your
it.
psychic was overwhelmed with the number, shouldn't she have seen this coming?
No, let me tell you, because a
Shouldn't
lot of
she have
people,
forecasted her?
a lot of people were on my case. They said it's fake, it's AI. She's not really sketching it. This poor woman sounds like she was in her basement sketching nonstop because of my stupid video.
She's some poor woman.
I
yeah.
think it made it a little bit more legit. She couldn't keep up with the orders. If it was AI, she'd just be pumping them out.
By the sounds of it, she got 2 extra orders, and now she's like, "Oh, I'm my run ragged."
Well, it's a small. I like supporting small business, Chris.
Well, it doesn't sound small. She's got a Wii.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
a whole
know.
conglomerate over
Which
there.
one is it? Is it a we with a big operation, or is it a small business that can't keep up with demand? I don't know.
Do me a favor though, and follow up, and actually take advantage of it. She gave it to you for free. You helped her out. You go see if you can help yourself
Let me
out.
think. We'll think of a joint question for the show, and then we'll ask her.
Or we
and then
get
we'll see.
raises.
I don't think we need a crystal ball for that.
Subscribe to the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast and never miss an episode. Plus, drop us a rating and a comment too. Listen live weekday mornings at 94.3 CKSY.com.